Hello, class. Hope you are doing well. In this unit, Unit 5, page 65, we will be taking a look at grammar for the past of be. So past means actions that were completed before now. So we have present tense, present of be, and we know this as am, is, are. Okay. Now the past of be, we have was, wasn't, were, weren't. Okay. So in examples, affirmative and negative statements, I was a scientist. He was a scientist. She wasn't a scientist. We were scientists. You weren't scientists. Were you a scientist? Was she a scientist? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, she was. No, she wasn't. WH questions: who, what, when, where, why. Was, were, subject. When was he in Antarctica? Last year, a year ago, in 2020. So I'm trying to explain this as simple as possible. So we know in present, it is I am, he, she is, and we have we, you, they are. Okay. Now in the past tense form, I was, you were, he, she was, we were, and they were. Okay. And so we use this the same exact way as we would in present. Of course, the difference in the present tense, the action refers to now, and we use the verbs for routines, right? Or the present continuous. To give some examples, it would be the same thing. I am a student. So we have subject plus be plus noun. Same thing here. I was a student. And the reason why I, one person, I am one person. So was is used for singular. Okay. So I, he, she, it, right? Plural, of course, you can be directed to one person, but it can also be you, you all. So it can be plural. So we use were for you, we, they. Okay. So I, one, was, think of it as one person, singular form of be, and a student, one, a singular noun. You were students, a student. Both would be acceptable. He, she was a student. We were students, right? Because students is plural. It is not a singular noun, and so we add an S there. And same thing here, they were students. Okay, so you cannot mix and match, meaning I cannot say we were a student, right? Because we is always two or more people or things, so it's plural. So it needs to be plural as well. We were students. Okay. When we have, looking at the past tense of be again, when we have negative statements, the formula changes, right? So here we have subject plus be plus noun, adjective, verb. For negative, okay, we're going to add, let's see if I can do it this way, right? Nice, clear for you. Here we go. So subject plus be plus not plus noun, adjective, verb. Now, when we use be, we need to use ing for a verb, okay? So For example, I was a student. She was happy. To make it negative now, be plus not. I was not a student. She was not or wasn't, a contraction where we take was and not, we put them together. She wasn't happy, right? They weren't, because this is a verb, we use ing, okay? They weren't cooking. All right. Now to make a question, what we do here, now we take be and we move it over here. So we start the sentence with be, or I'm sorry, the question with be. Are, or I'm sorry, are is present, right? So are is only for present tense. For past, were or was. Of course, were we can only use with they, we, you for pronouns, of course, subject pronouns. If we don't use subject pronouns, they have to be equivalent, meaning, let's just say the students, were the students happy? The students in this case, if we were to convert this to a subject pronoun, would be they, all right? Was the student happy? In this case, the student now is he or she. So this is singular. So now we need to use was. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Of course, as questions arise in this format, you guys do a great job emailing me. So please email me, contact me, message me, things like that. But also WH questions. So we have who, what, when, where, why. Now, the way I like to think of this is who is think of a person, right? What is a thing? When is time? Where is place? And why is reason? So when we ask these questions, the answer usually is who, a person, what, a thing, when, time, where, place, why, reason. Okay, not always, and I'm sure there will be. I can't think of an example right now, but again, a safe rule in English is there's always rules, but there's always exceptions to the rule. Okay, so WH questions, same thing here, WH, and I'm just going to leave it like that, plus be, and then subject. Okay, so was, were, which is be, subject. And depending on the question, you'll have to finish it with a complete idea, complement, right? So example, who was, in this case, who was cooking? There was, because it's asking for person, there's no subject. The subject will be the answer. Who was cooking? She was cooking. What were they? What were they? What were they doing? Yeah, that's not a good example. Let me think of another one. What were they doing? That works. What was she eating? Something like that. What? So here we have what, WH question, was, be, she, and then a complete idea, in this case, verb. For what, we answer it with a thing, pizza. Okay. When was she working? Time, and this could be time, day, month, something like that. When was she working? Yesterday. Where were they working? For where we use place, school. Okay, and why were they working? For why we use reason, money, right? The reason why they work is for money. So hopefully these give you some understanding for WH questions, the past tense of be, and of course, please reach out to me there as questions arise. Of course, I'll be attaching practice for you guys. So yes, hopefully you guys found this video helpful as always. Any questions, please reach out. Thank you.